JJ Redick on First Take. The trend is always making excuses. Taking over a team in the middle of a season is hard. It's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus. There's never accountability with this guy. JJ Redick on Doc Rivers. Let me play the clip real quick.
Conference. Side note real quick. No one's going to react to Doc's audio there. We've been here 7 minutes since we showed that audio. Nobody's going to react to Doc's audio?
Do you want me to get it repeated for you?
You don't have to repeat it. We don't have to repeat it.
I can repeat it.
I've seen the trend now. I've seen the trend for years.
What's the trend?
The trend is always making excuses. Doc, we get it. Taking over a team in the middle of the season is hard. It's hard. We get it. Just like getting traded in the middle of the season is hard for a player. We get it. But it's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus. They lose to Memphis. Oh, it's his players' fault. Memphis was playing G League guys and two-way guys. And then you look at his quotes over the weekend. Now he wants to take credit for the James Harden trade to the Clippers working out. He wants credit for that. There's never accountability with that guy.
Well,
there's never accountability.
Well, let me.
Now, I will say this. If any other NBA analyst said this, okay, cool, bro. Like, this, you're passionate about this topic. The context of JJ Redick playing for Doc Rivers and the context of JJ Redick having his best seasons under Doc Rivers, that's the crazy part to me. That's the crazy part to me. I guess, he's not afraid to stand on business and really say what he really feels. But imagine if, like, I don't know, 4 years down the line, right? Damo's on a podcast just going crazy at me for not necessarily no reason, but just like, damn, this is how you really feel? So I never took accountability, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, Damo. Like, that would sound crazy. And then this is what Austin Rivers had to say. Shout out to Austin Rivers, by the way, man. I've been seeing a little bit more Austin Rivers clips lately. I'm glad he's developing his own sports media brand through his own podcast and, being on ESPN. He had to say this. In terms of accountability, your best years in the NBA were when you played for him and the Clippers. It's just very ironic and kind of weird that you have this energy towards him. Let's play the clip right now.
First off, I don't feel responsible to take up for my dad. He's a grown man. He could do his own thing. But in this regard, I just simply don't agree with it. For someone who's not accountable, he seems to always be held responsible, considering he's the guy that's always fired when things don't go right. He got fired in the bubble for a 3-1 lead versus the Denver Nuggets, which in half his team didn't want to be there. They had players saying that their mind wasn't there. He had guys leave. That happened. Then he gets fired for losing to a team that was favored over him, which was the Celtics last year. It seems like he's always responsible. It's just as strange coming from JJ. And I have some love for JJ. You're my dookie. You know that. You're my bro. I love you. It's just your best years were with the Clippers. I don't think he saved your career. I appreciate you, Pat. But I don't think this just seems a little bit weird. They're 3-7. Dame has missed most of those games. Middleton's missed a lot of those games. They haven't even had their full team yet. We'll see what happens. The pressure is there. They do have to perform. But in terms of accountability, like, what are we doing here? Your best years in the NBA were when you played for him in the Clippers. Let's not forget that. I don't know if there's, like, frustration there or there's tension there between you. I know a lot of times we had to sit you towards the end of the game due to defensive reasons. But you had your best years as a starter there, especially our whole system was drafted around you because you're a shooter. You're not a guy who can put the ball on the floor. You were a strictly shoot guy. You're not like Klay Thompson.
I think Austin kind of missed the mark, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Now that I'm really dissecting the clip, he missed the mark as to what JJ is saying. JJ is saying in this original clip that year in and year out, Doc Rivers, there's always a quote about Doc Rivers throwing his team under the bus. Whether it was with Ben Simmons, whether it is right now with Adrian Griffin. It's always... Shit, I did my job. Shit, But then Austin rebuttals by talking about he never is held accountable when he always is held accountable. I think there's two different accountabilities going on, though. Self-accountability and the public media holding someone accountable. Because what Austin is saying is what the media does. Me, you, the fans, we do hold Doc Rivers accountable. But does Doc Rivers hold himself accountable? That's JJ's whole point, is that JJ believes that Doc Rivers doesn't hold himself accountable. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now with y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Pat Bev was also in this mix as well. They had a back and forth. I'm gonna bring that up. As well. This is from the Pat Bev podcast. Pat Bev and Richard Jefferson expand on JJ Redick's comments about Doc Rivers.
JJ Redick said he's tired of the excuses from Doc Rivers. Then Pat Bev fires back.
This man, Doc, actually saved your career. He started you when no one else wanted to. You retire and go on TV and say that.
On my text chain, can I tell you what JJ said respond to you? Pat, my guy, I had a 4-year offer with player option for the same money to be a starter for a different team. Fuck out of here. Save my career.
But you're saying that he's being disloyal to Doc.
That's all I'm saying. Getting thrown in the fire middle of a season, that's really not natural for a coach. Obviously, it's natural for players. And you go accountability. Should Doc be held accountable for playing you that 3-1 series when the Rockets, when we walked y'all ass down 3-1? Should he be accountable and be like, you know what, let me get JJ Redick off James Harden? If I'm being honest, should have started Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford was the best six man. Like, he is a six man. So if you're like, do we have the six man that we know universally is one of the greatest we've ever seen start, or do we have JJ Redick? There are times where maybe Doc shouldn't have been as loyal. At the end of the day, your record is what your record is. So if Doc has struggled in the postseason and JJ, who knows Doc, is saying that, I feel like when things go wrong, he has a lot of excuses or he will sell out his players. The fact that JJ said that, you chirped in, JJ tweeting, you tweeting, JJ texting me.
Doc texted me.
Doc texting you.
They don't even know we together. They don't even know we all together.
I gotta send the picture so they can say this shit. No. We gotta get us all in here.
There we go.
There we go.
Shit, nah, it's getting messy. And I think JJ Redick has something to say about James Harden too. Let me look that up, bro. There's a lot of lore right now going on in the NBA streets, bro. Let me look that up. JJ Redick, James Harden. A lot of lore, a lot of drama going on right now, bro. Just because the NBA is not on. So that same clip he quote retweeted 4 hours ago, saying, "Luckily the cameras in the arena have better eyes than you. 289 half-court matchups. 21-56 shooting by Harden as contesting defender. 37.5 field goal percentage. 0.94 points per direct ISO allowed on 37 isolations. I guess that's getting torched." Oh, shit. Now, JJ, you're contributing to the same fucking problem you've been talking about. That's all I'm saying, bro. With all these quote retweets, with you calling out Doc, bro, you talk about how this is a problem. It sounds like you're an active participant. A very active participant in all of this. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, JJ Redick responding to the people disrespecting his career. JJ cooking the room and keep going. Pat Bev is getting cooked. I don't care what anyone says. JJ Redick is genuinely the best media head. All facts, no agendas, no bias. Making him the head of all the shows. Now that's bounce right there, Joe. Hey, chat, that's bounce right there, bro. Bounce. That's bounce right there, bro. How is this participating in narrative talk? I'm talking about him participating in the drama that he's talking about. NBA fans don't want to be educated. All they care about is the drama. Now, I do believe he's found a way to do both by including statistics like this and discourse like this. But again, let's not act oblivious and act like he's not participating in the drama that he believes is a problem. This is all drama to people. Bro. Stop. Let's see. Inside look at JJ Redick, Pat Bev after seeing this. Let's see. The Zama. Come be an assistant coach for the Sixers. You'd already be a better coach than Doc off-rip. JJ not holding back one bit. I love it. I mean, hey. He has the stats to back it up. And I am all for evidence-backed arguments. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what the rebuttal is to this. Because, boy, I will say this. I understand I just said bro was bouncing on JJ Redick. But if there's one thing JJ Redick got on a lot of y'all, bro, he got the stats and the resume, bro. You didn't hoop him. You know, you didn't play pro basketball him. Because he did. And he did it for Duke. And he did it in the NBA for decades. In the modern era. And then he hops off and knows how to talk basketball and use data and analytics to back up his points. And he's really good at arguing. JJ Redick is one of them ones. As far as what he said, though, I just don't like how everyone responded without attacking his point. You know what I'm saying? Like, two things can be true at once. What JJ Redick said could have been true, but it also could have came with weird energy. You know what I'm saying? And no one really attacked this point of Doc Rivers does hold himself accountable. Here are the examples. The closest thing we got was Austin Rivers saying, but people do hold him accountable. Austin, cool, but that's not what we're talking about. Everyone else's rebuttal has been, bro, you're talking crazy to the guy who gave you your best years in the NBA. That's it. So in this battle, JJ Redick, you are up 2-0. You were not up 2-0, but in terms of the social media battles this week, JJ, it is 1-1. I will say that. I think the teaching point, that's an L take. But when it comes to the Doc Rivers, Pat Bev shit, you're cooking.